connect us to the 6 inhabited continents of the world. Everyone, please give a round of applause for Houston Airport's Director, Mario Diaz.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You know, it's evening, and it is still, nothing has changed. It is still a great day. And if it's a great day today, yesterday was a historic day. Why? Because at 8:05 p.m. yesterday evening, Ethiopian Airlines Flight 518 arrived from Lome, Togo. It landed, it taxied, it went under a water arch, and docked at Gate 5 at our international terminal. Now, you need to understand that the CEO of Ethiopian Airlines, Tewolde Bermariam, was already here. He had arrived the day before, as was the Ethiopian ambassador to the United States and our honorary consul general from Ethiopia. And so I was able to bring the 4 of them down, and we watched as the aircraft came into the gate, the loading bridge docked, and the doors opened. And we heard passengers coming out. And who do you think was the first passenger that came off that aircraft? Saba! Here I am! She says to the world. Saba, our resident Ethiopian. So it was a wonderful day. We greeted all of the passengers coming off that aircraft and showed them the warmth, the love that we have for peoples of all ethnicities, because Houston is such a diverse city. And that welcomes all. So again, I say welcome, Ethiopian Airlines. Today has been a great day, hasn't it? Our sincerest gratitude to our special guests who are with us here tonight. We are thrilled to be in such good company. I would like to acknowledge some of our distinguished guests. First, Houston Mayor, re-elected Mayor, Sylvester Turner. We appreciate your leadership and support in every corner. We also give our thanks to Houston City Council members who are here with us tonight. Ethiopian Airlines, Mr. Tewolde Bermariam, our sincerest appreciation for seeing the value in our city and making a commitment to connect Africa to Houston. I would also like to acknowledge our Consular Corps and ambassadors who are with us today. The Honorable Michael Rayner, the U.S. Ambassador to Ethiopia, and the Honorable Fitzum Arega, who is as I say, the Ethiopian Ambassador to the United States. I would like to also acknowledge Representative from Senator Cornyn's office, Al Green, Michael McCall, and Sylvia Garcia. Thank you all for being here this evening. And finally, our HAS team, the Air Service Development, the Commercial Development, and of course, Saba's External Affairs staff. Thank you all for making this possible. And before I go further, I want to also give a special thank you to our partners who are co-sponsoring this event, Houston First, which is co-hosting the event. What we have accomplished today goes to the heart of why Houston airports exist. To do nothing more, nothing less, to connect the people, the businesses, cultures, and economies of the world to Houston. Houston now has direct access to explore and connect the experiences and magic of Africa. Ethiopian Airlines' direct connection is more than just a flight path. It's a bridge that will allow our worlds to intersect. And it is there, at that intersection, that beautiful intersection, where our cultural curiosities will be quenched by a deeper understanding and newfound perspective and admiration for one another. We will have greater unity and respect, and so you can see why this partnership is so significant. And we are honored that our partner is one of the world's highest rated airlines, 4 stars by Skytrax. Just 6 months ago, Ethiopian Airlines was voted the best airline in Africa the second largest continent on this planet. For the third consecutive year, by Skytrax, the premier air transport ratings organization, voted Ethiopian Airlines 4 stars. And you know what? We're in good company because we have 4-star airports, not 1 but 2. So we welcome Ethiopian Airlines and we welcome the partnership. And it's only fitting that our award-winning partner has the best home at Bush International Airport, again, voted among the best airports in the United States. In fact, Bush and Hobby are both rated 4 stars, as I have said, making Houston the only city in the Western Hemisphere to hold 2 4-star Skytrax airports. Together, our airports, thank you. Together, our airport served more than 59 million passengers last year, with an economic impact of Houston that exceeds $36 billion. And 2020 is on pace for even more record-setting numbers. Our vision for the new year is now firmly in place. This momentum is monumental. And now let me turn and ask you to please help me welcome the leadership, without which we could not have done this at all. Our Mayor, Sylvester Turner, has embraced the diversity that makes Houston the best city to live, work, and play. He understands the importance that culture plays in the world and the economy. His commitment is proven, not only because of what he says, but also through his actions. And being here tonight speaks volumes. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring up our next speaker, Houston's newly elected mayor, Sylvester Turner. Thank you.
Look, let me start off by thanking Mario Diaz for the leadership that he's bringing to the Houston airport system. Please give it up to Mario Diaz. Let me also give greetings to our distinguished guests who played an integral part in reconnecting Houston to the second largest continent on the planet. I can't tell you how excited I am about being with everyone this evening. To the Ethiopian Airlines CEO, Mr. Tewolde Gebramarian, to the U.S. Ambassador to Ethiopia, His Excellency Michael A. Rayner, to the Ethiopian Ambassador to the United States, the Honorable Fitsum Arige, and to the Honorable Consul General of Ethiopia, the Honorable Gesenjin Gabede. I want to thank all of them for their presence, and of course again to Mario Diaz. Give it up to all of our special guests. I also want to acknowledge Brenda Bazan, again, the President and CEO of Houston First, and Bob Harvey, the President of the Greater Houston Partnership. Please give it up to these individuals. And as I listened to Mario, when he said that the first person to get off the plane on yesterday, let me give a special acknowledgement to Saba. You know, look, all of these individuals have worked very hard for nearly a decade to connect Houston directly to Africa again. And thank you to each and every one of you, and a big Houston welcome to Ethiopian Airlines. The fabric of our city, who we are, is beautifully diverse, woven with threads of Hispanic, Asian, Indian, and African culture, and so many more. More than 145 languages are spoken in our city, and today is a celebration of that diversity, specifically for our African community. And as you may know, Houston is home to the nation's largest Nigerian community right here in this city. And for the past few years, we've celebrated Nigerian pride throughout our city with a parade and festival. We dance, we cheer, and like true Houstonians, we eat and we eat well. But most importantly for us, is that we connect that diversity all over the globe. Houston's African cuisine is among the best in the nation, and I can personally attest to that. And our local African restaurant scene is thriving, expanding, therefore exposing more and more Houstonians to the rich and delicious dishes of Africa. And today, Ethiopian Airlines' new direct flight from Houston will not only connect our African brothers and sisters to their loved ones and businesses, but it will also help us deepen our connection to a more beautifully diverse world. Our door is now wide open, and so is Africa. And I will tell you, as an African American and the mayor of the city of Houston, I could not be more proud of this particular day. And I hope that this new open door gets us closer to our goal of getting a Nigerian consulate right here in Houston as well. This new air service also marks the start of a fruitful partnership that will also strengthen business ties between Houston and Africa. Our business community will now be positioned for even global success in all 6 inhabited continents of the world. And as you may know, Houston has the most Fortune 500 companies outside of New York City. And Houston is also home to numerous multinational corporations, including some of the world's largest energy companies that support extensive global operations in West Africa. They now have direct access to Africa, a key global market for any serious trade partner. Businesses will save time, money, and resources that will allow them to add more jobs to Houston and therefore generate a sizable contribution to our economy. This new route alone will also inject hundreds of millions of dollars to our local economy every single year. Houston's dynamic economy will be a shining example for the rest of the nation. Lastly, Houston is a reflection of the world we know and love. Connecting Houston with the rest of the world in this way will only make us stronger, better, and more vibrant. And at this time, let me call up Mr. Tawado Gabriel Marion to the stage. Mr. CEO, if you will come and join us. Mr. CEO, I have something special for you. And this is a huge proclamation. And you know, in Houston, you know what we say about Houston, you either go big or you go home. And today, Mr. CEO, this is a special proclamation that I want to present to you. And essentially what it says is, therefore I, Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, hereby proudly proclaim this day as Ethiopian Airlines Day in the City of Houston. We are so glad that this connection has been made. Mr. CEO. Now you brought the airline to the City of Houston. I'm going to give you this Stetson hat, and then I couldn't bring the horse to go along with it, you know, but I'm going to give you this cowboy hat. You got to add the boots and the belt and all of that to go right along with it. And then I look forward to boarding Ethiopian Airlines as we go from Houston to Ethiopia and back again. I can't tell you how much I'm so proud of what is taking place in the city of Houston. Thank you so much. You look pretty good in that.
mayor, a necktie with Ethiopian alphabet, and
Thank you so very, very much. Thank you.
That was 5 minutes.
Good evening. Good evening. Honorable Mayor, Excellency Ambassador Michael Rainer, Excellency Ambassador Futsum, Excellency Honorable Council Atulazai, distinguished guests, executives of the City of Mayor, the City of Houston. It's a pleasure to stand before you this evening to celebrate our first flight to Houston. It's an important day in the history of Ethiopian Airlines. First, that we are celebrating the first flight to Houston. At the same time, we are also celebrating opening 2 stations in 1 week. So tomorrow I will be traveling to Athens to reopen our first flight in Athens. And this shows you how fast Ethiopian Airlines is growing. Ethiopian Airlines has been growing very, very fast. It is one of the fastest, if not the fastest growing airline in the world in the last 1 decade. As a result of that fast growth, today we are operating 130 airplanes to more than 127 international destinations, Houston included. We operate one of the youngest fleet in the industry with less carbon emission. Most of our airplanes are modern airplanes, the 787, Airbus A350, 737, and they save about 20 to 25% carbon emission. And the airline is a green airline, and we also have a program of planting a tree for every passenger that we carry. As the largest airline in Africa, we connect the continent with more than 60 important training centers in the world. And even in the continent, we have 60 destinations. So we claim that we have successfully implemented our long-time motto of bringing Africa together and closer to the world.
John?
Ethiopian Airlines is doing the lion's share in integrating Africa. For the last 70 years, it has been connecting the continent with and with the rest of the world. Houston is our fifth destination in North America, in addition to Washington, D.C., New York, Chicago, and Toronto, and the fourth in the United States. We have been planning and preparing to fly to Houston for a relatively long time. And let me also acknowledge and thank the contribution of Houston Airport, who have been working with us for a long period of time to see this day and to see Ethiopian Airlines airplane in Houston Airport. Mr. Mario Diaz, a very important partner, and a very important supporter of Ethiopian Airlines, has always been with us. In fact, he didn't mention this evening, but he has been coming to Addis so many times that he called it a pilgrimage. And finally, he told us that this pilgrimage has to stop. And although he will not be coming to Addis to convince us, but he will keep on coming to Addis to partner with us and visit us. Another important person is Sama, who has really worked very hard to convince us to fly to Houston. And yesterday when she was coming from the aircraft, of course she was the first person to plane from the aircraft, and she told us that she went to Addis to bring the aircraft so that we don't make wrong destinations, so that we don't take the airplane maybe to another city. So I take this opportunity to thank Houston Airport for working very hard to bring us here, and for the warm welcome that we have been receiving since yesterday night, and for all the partnership and cooperation and support. I also take the opportunity to thank the City of Houston, Honorable Mayor and the team for all your support. Thank you very much. This flight is very important flight, connecting Houston with Africa. But we are not connecting Houston with one point in Africa, but with 2 points in Africa. Africa is a huge continent, a huge landmass. So from east to west is more than 8 hours flight, from Djibouti to Dakar. That's why we are expanding our hub from Addis to West Africa, Central Africa, Southern Africa, and Eastern Africa. So the flight is coming from Addis via Lomé, Togo, our second hub in West Africa, to Houston. So passengers in West Africa do not have to travel back to East Africa to catch us in Addis, but they can connect us in Lomé, Togo. So the West African connection will be in Lomé, and it will be the only direct flight between Houston and Lomé. The same with Addis, connecting to East, Central and Southern Africa, Asia and Middle East. So Houston, as of yesterday, is now connected with our vast network of 127 destinations. So it's not only Africa, but Asia and Middle East. We fly as far as Indonesia and Asia, Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand, and so on. So passengers traveling to Asia for business or leisure can take this flight, and still it will be the shortest and the fastest travel time. The continent of Africa is growing very, very fast. Investment is growing, tourism is growing. So I invite all of you to make a reservation and visit Mother Africa and Mother Ethiopia. Africa is underdeveloped, but underdevelopment is an opportunity for development. So investment, trade, and tourism is growing very fast, and Africa is now a destination for foreign direct investment, and I encourage American investors, US investors, tourists, traders, business people to take their right position in Africa before it's too late. Because because everybody now is focusing in Africa. The connection out of Houston is designed in such a way that it is the fastest and the shortest distance to most African destinations. The departure from here is in the evening, and the arrival in Addis is the next evening, the next day, and the arrival in Lome is again around midday, connecting to almost all African destinations with 1 or 2 hours connectivity, both in Lome and in Addis. And this flight is going to save customers traveling via Europe, long distance. So it's going to cut travel between Houston and Africa by 4 or 5 hours, if not more. So once again, I invite you to take the opportunity and take the flight and visit Africa. My colleagues, Mr. Lugusu, the director in Washington, D.C., and Sasaulish here in Houston, will be very happy to serve you and get you seats, because the flights are full. So if you plan to travel in December or in January, chances are you may not get the seats. But if you let us know, we can bring bigger aircraft, 777, to accommodate you. Otherwise, flights are full. And this shows that the success of the route. Right on the first day, the flight was full coming to Houston with visitors from Nigeria and Ethiopia. And the group who have purchased a package tour to Houston from Ethiopia, a group of 80 passengers. I'm sure they are here with us this evening. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us in this evening. And enjoy your tour to this beautiful city of Houston. Thank you very much. Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
So, Mr. Gebremarian, I was given this just a short time ago, and I was asked to present it. This is from U.S. Congressman Al Green's office. He could not be here tonight because he is in Washington along with Sheila Jackson Lee doing the nation's business. And so I would like to present this to you. This is a certificate of special congressional recognition presented to Ethiopian Airlines in honor of your service and your community. Thank you. He looks good in that cowboy hat, right? An Ethiopian cowboy. I like it. I like it. And I heard Saba has some horses, maybe, you know. Yeah? All right. So our final speaker tonight is Jorge Franz. He's the Vice President of the International Sales and Tourism for Houston First. He's going to give just some brief remarks tonight. So I'd like to welcome Mr. Franz.
Thank you very much. We certainly appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight and to host and sponsor this event. We'd like to start off by congratulating the Houston Airport System for the excellent work they've done to bring new airlines into Houston. But as you know, this is a special one. This one connects us to the thriving continent of Africa and our good friends in Ethiopia. Mr. Gebremarian, on behalf of Houston First, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Ethiopian Airlines as you begin this service between Ethiopia and Houston. We look forward to working with you to bring visitors to each of our destinations. As you heard, I represent Houston First. We are what in Ethiopia would be called the official Ministry of Tourism for Houston. We operate the brand Visit Houston, and of course we manage the building that you are in today. I know you will hear much about the wonderful assets that Ethiopia has to offer tourists from the United States, but it is our job to promote the city of Houston as a great place to visit. And you may be surprised to hear that we last year brought in 22.3 million visitors with a goal to attract 25 million visitors by 2020, which we absolutely will welcome your help on. We have so much to promote in our city, from Space Center Houston to our attractions, to our fine dining scene, and so much more. I appreciate the opportunity to be here in front of you and look forward to working with you. Thank you.